Need to boost your retirement plan, but you can't save more at the moment? I've got 3 tips, those suggestions, and more coming up. My name's Mike Bernard. I'm the host of the Wise Money Show. I'm also one of the certified financial planners right here at Korhorn Financial Group. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and smash that thumbs up button. Does your retirement plan need a boost? When you're looking at that 5-factor retirement plan, are you feeling like, yeah, it's not quite on track? It's not quite, I don't have the confidence rate that I would really want, but at the same time, I can't save more at the moment. I'm unable to save more for retirement, but I still need that boost. Well, what can you do? Hopefully, you are doing that 5-factor retirement plan, and that's not just a feeling. Feelings lie to us, especially when it comes to our finances. I can't tell you how many times working with someone and they're doing all the right things, and yet they feel like they're stuck, or they feel like, gosh, this seems hard, I must not be doing it right. And it's like, no, you're saving the right amount, you're disciplined, you're doing the right things, tax planning looks good. No, you're on track for retirement, and have them feel like, gosh, I just don't feel like it. So doing that 5-factor analysis is where you can actually determine objectively, are you on track? And then when you stress that, your assumption to your plan, when you stress that against various market conditions, okay, what's the confidence rate that you are actually on track and that you're doing what you need to do? And so that looks at what age are you planning to retire, or in what's your life expectancy. So age, that's the first one. Second is how much are you going to be spending, and you got to include there inflation and a few other things. So what's your lifestyle? What are you going to spend in retirement? Third is what are your income sources in retirement? So Social Security, how are you going to optimize that? Do you have any other income sources? Fourth is how much do you have saved up for retirement, and how much are you saving up for retirement? That's the biggie. Most people focus there. And then lastly, how much risk are you taking with your investments? Are you taking no risk? Are you taking extreme levels of risk? Are you balanced and in between? And so those are the 5 factors, your 5 variables, those 5 choices that you get to make, and they're all interrelated with each other. So you can't just make a decision in one and then have free reign with the others. No, they build off of each other. All right, so let's say you've done that 5-factor analysis, that 5-factor retirement plan, and it reveals, yeah, you're not quite on track where you really want to be with retirement. The confidence rate is not where you'd want it to be, but financially, you just can't save more right now. Well, what can you do? Well, the first thing, and this is going to sound very boring, but guys, it's very difficult, and that is, I'd work on your spending, I'd work on your budget. I'd build out a new budget and find a way to see, is there any way that you can spend a little bit less than what you're currently spending right now, or build out that retirement budget to see exactly where you could cut or where you could spend a little bit less. And here's why I would say that. Of those 5 factors, they're all important, they're all interrelated. Most people focus on how much do I have saved, how much can I save? But if you were to ask me, what's the most important? Hard to say, but it feels like spending is the most important. Your lifestyle, that one is the most important. And I've said this many times, it's absolutely true. I have seen people not retire successfully with a couple $1 million saved up, and I've seen people retire with confidence and successfully with just a couple $100,000 saved up. Why? It's because of how much they spend. And therefore, and there's no judgment here. There's no value judgment. There's no shaming on, well, I like to get a Starbucks, and oh my goodness, I have my Mr. Coffee maker. And everywhere in between. However, those choices, those lifestyle choices, really build up and can impact your finances in a very big way. Another example, back in 08, 09, as we were doing financial planning, folks would come in and everyone was discouraged financially, discouraged in life. And so those meetings were always challenging and felt a little bit more like therapy. But when we could use the energy in the right way, it was clients would say, well, I guess that retirement goal is out the window. And then we were able to objectively look at those 5 factors. And oftentimes it was, well, you guys had said that in retirement, you'd need to spend about $5,000 a month. Could you spend $4,500 a month? And oftentimes it was, well, yeah, I mean, that would be some cutting, but we could do that. And you would have no idea how much that improves your retirement plan. Therefore, as unretirement as it might feel, and as unfun as it might feel, working on your budget and having clarity over what you're spending, and then finding ways to avoid that seepage or some splurging, finding a way to rein in that spending, that can help your retirement plan immensely and doesn't require you to save more. The second way to do that is along the same lines, and that is, what is one thing that you could have a lot of your spending go towards in retirement that really you could do some hard work and get out from under before retirement? Paying off debt. Paying off debt. Now think about this. If you've got a $1,500 mortgage, okay, and that mortgage is going to last into retirement, then you've got that $1,500 a month needs to come out of your retirement nest egg and will deplete your retirement nest egg pretty quickly. And therefore, finding that balance of, well, I'm going to save aggressively for retirement and I'm going to pay down debt aggressively, finding a way for those two things to balance is an extremely powerful thing to help make your retirement plan work. Therefore, one of the ways that you can reduce your spending, or one of the ways that you can improve your retirement plan, is by finding a way to get debt-free or pay debt off by the time you retire. And that could be as simple as building out a debt snowball or a debt strategy, said differently, a little more geeky, that shows, all right, well, my current monthly payment's this. If I tighten the budget, make some adjustments, maybe I could afford to pay this. Or if I have my tax refund applied towards it, or I change my withholdings even, or make some other adjustments, instead of paying this, I could pay this. And if by paying this, I'll have that debt paid off in, X number of years by retirement or whatever. I was just meeting with some folks last week that I've been blessed to serve for about 15 years or so, and one of the strategies that we implemented about 8 or 9 years ago, they were saving a lot towards retirement, but they were talking about debt, and we were talking about retirement, and they said, well, should we save more? And I said, well, you're filling up all of your tax shelters. Could you save more? Should you save more? Yeah, that actually wouldn't hurt, but what if we take a different approach here? Is this house that you're in, is this likely to be the house you'll be in retirement? Yeah, we think so. It's a ranch style house, it's in the right area, blah, blah, blah. And I said, well, and I did the calculation and said, if you pay an extra $250, I think it was $252, every single month on your mortgage, it'll be paid off by the month you're planning to retire. And of course, life changes, things change, but could you do that? And they got energy from that. They said, yes, absolutely. And I'm telling you, they did. And so not only did they save aggressively, but they paid off debt, and that's allowing them right now to not have to spend as much in retirement because they don't have that debt. So that's another way to really boost your retirement confidence, your retirement plan, without needing to save more money, is paying down debt. And then one final tip for boosting your retirement plan quite significantly, by the way, that doesn't require you to save more for retirement, and that is working one more year. Now, this is wildly unpopular. I know it is. However, it's pretty remarkable how much improvement can come to your retirement plan in that confidence level when you stress test it against various market environments if you work one extra year, okay? And does one extra year really do that much? It actually can, because it does a couple things all at once. First thing is, by working one extra year, that means you're going to delay Social Security one extra year. Delaying Social Security one extra year is going to mean it's going to grow by about 8% for that extra year, and that your payment then will be 8% higher than it otherwise would have been for the rest of your life. That compounds quite significantly, and therefore working one extra year can be a compounding impact. Second, you have one more year where you're saving for retirement. And even if you say, I can't save more, I know that's sort of the premise of this video, I can't save more, yeah, but you're still saving something, and that's one more year where that savings can go into your accounts. And then third, it's one more year where your retirement dollars get to grow. Or even if they don't grow because you're low risk, at least they're not going to shrink because you're drawing dollars out. And so just that choice of working one extra year has those sort of three primary benefits all kind of bundled in one. And depending on what age you were hoping to retire at, It can also mean a pretty big swing with Medicare, can get you closer being on Medicare, or maybe enjoying the benefits of a cheaper group health insurance plan before you shift on to Medicare or something like that. So working one extra year, if you look at, the way we do our retirement planning, there's a confidence rate based on these 1,000 stress tests and whatnot. If your current plan shows maybe a 68% confidence rate, working one extra year would often move that maybe 68% confidence rate up to 74 or 75% confident. Working one extra year can make that big of a difference. So, have you done that 5-factor retirement plan so that you know unemotionally, that you know objectively where you stand with retirement and whether you're on track or off track? I hope so. And if this is the nudge you need, then I'd encourage you to go get that clarity. If you've done that and it's showing that you're not quite on pace, or you want to improve your plan a little bit more but you can't save more, listen to those 3 steps, work with your CFP, implement the right ones. If you don't have a CFP on your team, you can contact one on my team. Find us online, Korhorn.com, that's Korhorn with K, wisemoneyshow.com. You can find us there as well, or give us a call, 574-247-5898. All right, there you have it. Go out and take your next wise step in your financial life.